Hello, Internet, your friendly neighborhood gremlin here. And today's build has been a very humbling experience. And by that I mean Chow asked for a humble place to rest his head. Apparently my brain saw humble and thought small. And so we are building him a 2-story 4x4 house on what is kind of a small plot of land. And I guess we can blame the small size for how quickly it came together, as literally each floor only took me 15 minutes, which is not normal. And also it's not normal for me to build 4x4 builds. Usually my problem is I end up too big, or end up bigger than I want it to be. But we were very sure that it was absolutely 100% going to be a 4x4 build, which is why we can't put the table up against the window like that, because even though it looks way cute, it also is taking up half of our room. Probably not the best idea we've ever had. And then we just use a cardboard box for a table, which seemed right. Also, this build is kind of blue. Ends up like blue and pink down here. I think it's mostly orange upstairs, but so apparently we're just breaking like all of the rules today. I really hate the color blue, so it's pretty rare for me to use blue unless I absolutely have to. I definitely didn't have to in this situation, but Chow is a pink and blue panda, so why would you not use those colors? And like maybe that's subconsciously the reason we chose this, but also I just saw the sloppy sink in blue and my brain said yes. And when my brain says yes, you'd kind of just have to listen to it. Though I just looked it up on the wiki, and apparently his favorite colors are black and white. So maybe our boy has like a complex or something, because one of the definitions of humble is a feeling of inferiority. And maybe he just felt like he wasn't good enough and he didn't deserve a nice house? I have no idea. I mean, I think we built him a nice house, but it is small, and I do use cardboard boxes for tables, and he has that really old CRTV. But to be fair, he has a TV. Most of my builds don't get TVs. So clearly that's an upgrade. Maybe it's not. No idea. I think I have a lisp today. I don't know how this happened. It's not a thing I normally have, or at least I haven't noticed it yet until today. I don't know, hopefully it goes away tomorrow, because I don't like it. I do not think that those two symmetrical coconut plants were a good idea, but the ceiling fan we're about to put in is a good idea, and I quite like it. I always forget that it has different swatches. Maybe a wood swatch would have been better. Or maybe it has colorful swatches. I actually don't know. I mostly just use it in white. But now we've made it upstairs, which feels like we managed to use the space less efficiently. And I think for a bedroom, we have like everything we need up here. But we also take up the corner with a giant vacuum, just because I really wanted to. I certainly prefer the color scheme up here. I find it's very hard to use that plastic clothes organizer, but I was trying to use things he asked for, and I'm gonna get to put pineapples on that little partition thing. I'm really very happy with it, I have to say. We also give him a washing machine, and so we're gonna have clothesline outside. I tried to use that wash bucket, but then I found the washing machine, and it came in a very nice color and size, and so we used that instead. I don't know who it was that bullied poor Chow though. I just looked, and we don't have a regularly colored panda. The only other panda we have is Pinky, and as her name implies, she's pink and white. So I guess maybe it was just smug villagers just being assholes? I feel bad. Just want to give them a hug and say it's okay to be pink and blue. Which Animal Crossing villagers do you find to be the most bully-like? I really don't know anything about most of the villagers. I also don't talk to the ones on my island because I'm a bad person, maybe? I don't know. Do you talk to your villagers? And the only time I make like headcanons is while we're sitting here talking through this stuff. So let me know. Who do you think bullied Chow? I did kind of struggle with the walls a bit. I didn't want too many of the like framed pictures. Also, I don't think that industrial style image was the right choice. But we do get to use the best poster in the game, and I'm pretty sure we put a Loch Ness Monster upstairs and downstairs. You know, for good measure. It's been a little bit since we pulled him out, but I am really thankful that we had an orange square 3x3 rug, because I do think that it sort of helps pull the room together, and it really feels like one space. Like that would be someone's bedroom or something. I don't know. I think I did a good job. Maybe we should do 4x4s more often, because they do seem to turn out pretty well. And outside is where we make all of our questionable decisions, like using the flower shower outdoors. But I do really think I like it. I don't know, I think because it's the flower, which is like a natural shape, it somehow fits outside. Let me know how you feel about it. I was also extremely adamant that we use those pine trees instead of regular trees. I don't know why. They don't match the grass, which kind of bothers me a little bit. This sort of like power tower is the first iteration of how the hell did this man get electricity out here? But we end up giving him a windmill instead, so he can be totally eco-friendly, but mostly just because I prefer the way it looks. The little stepladder was just to sort of imply that he lives out here all by himself as a hermit, so he does the repairs on his house by himself. But the bike is going to give me a lot of trouble, and I'm going to decide it's more important, which in hindsight was probably the wrong decision. And we're going to replace it with one of the yellow tea olive bushes. And we also give him a little garden so he can make all of his own food. Though if you think about the amount of space he has to prepare things, he's probably not making fancy dishes. I think maybe some fishing rods would have helped, but also I don't know where they would have fit, so we can just pretend that he stores them on the beach or something. I don't know. We will imagine he has fishing rods. Or maybe as a panda he can just go and catch fish himself. I don't really know how that works. I have to say this corrugated fence is weirdly more helpful than I would have thought it would be. But that's about it for the building segment of this program. And now I'm going to come up against a really weird problem that I've never had happen before, and I couldn't even Google it, like there were no search results on Google. But he's going to tell me that the house needs to be tidied up a little bit, which I didn't understand, and it took me a little while to figure out what the problem was. It's going to be this floor pillow. Apparently they can have not enough. Apparently there's such a thing as too little walking space. I don't quite understand. He can step into the room, and also I've made rooms where people can't walk around before. In fact, I do it all the time. Maybe it's just because it is a 4x4. I have no idea. I can't tell you why he was so upset about that. But if you've liked the build, or you just had a good time hanging out with me, you could hit the like button. You can leave me a comment down below. Let me know who you think is bullying Chow, or anything you want to talk about. It's cool. Comments are always nice. And if you think you might like to do this again sometime, you could hit that subscribe button. Of course, as always, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye!